This is Mark T. Robinson on the ETBU Coaches Show. Hope you survived a 3-day weekend because we're back to work. This is the head women's basketball coach, Rusty Rainbolt, and we're here to talk women's basketball, of course. Why else would we be here on the show? And a couple of interesting things going down with your team. You guys are 15-2 now, and you guys, even though it was kind of a holiday yesterday, looks like you had a little bit of fun at practice. Want to talk to us about what you guys were kind of doing at practice?
Yeah, we've kind of taken a change of our thought process about preparation and practices this year, and especially this second semester. And on Mondays, we're doing it more of a kind of a conditioning day, not really focused on basketball practice as just much as team building and conditioning and stuff like that. And this time of year, it can get kind of routine, doing the same things over and over, especially when you have 3 days of practice each week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And so we've tried to incorporate a little bit of some different games and activities, and they get their conditioning in, challenge them mentally, pull them together emotionally and with some team chemistry, and then not just be about putting the ball in the hole, the ball bouncing. And so, yesterday we did a variety of different stuff and tried to make it creative and fun for them. And I think they had some fun, and I know we had some fun. And I know a lot of them are sore today. They were in the office talking about how their shoulders and their arms and their legs and back and all that. And so, but it was good.
Yeah, and speaking of fun, it looks like you, Coach Henson, Coach Juniel, were having a little bit too much fun yourself. You guys actually got involved in the practice.
Yeah, so we got some padded mats out, and we were doing the old school 3-man roll with our girls. And then some of the girls kind of challenged us. Hey, they wanted us to do it, so I said, I'm in. I said I was in. I was kind of hoping Coach Henson would be like, nah, I'm not in. And then we couldn't have done it, because it wouldn't have worked with just two of us, and couldn't get Javen or Kaylee to do it with us. But we did it, and we put a minute on the clock for the 3-man roll, and we were counting how many times that you could get a jump over the top. And the best our girls did, everybody went, I think, 3 times, and the most they ever got was 26. And me and Coach Jay and Coach Henson, we got 26 on the first time. So still, we still got it. We still got it. I will say that I woke up this morning and I'm like, oh, my elbow is hurting. It's sore. And then I remembered why. So
Yeah. I was getting ready to ask you if you how you feeling this morning after putting in that much work. You got to be sore from that.
Yeah, a little sore. I had to. I went to get my workout in this morning. I had to start with some running just out there on the court to loosen up, because usually I'll get into the elliptical or the stair stepper or the weights, but I had to work out a little soreness this morning. So a little banged up, but you know what? Ain't gonna stop us.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys, it looked very synchronized and very on point. So
that's what you get when you get athletes. Finely tuned athletes like Coach Henson and Coach Jay, and then you throw a broke down guy like me in there. We can kind of still figure out a way to make it work.
Absolutely.
I have to get you out there next time.
Yeah. I have to get out there sometime. Looked like a lot of fun, but coming up this week, Coach, you have UT Tyler on Thursday. Obviously, not a conference matchup anymore as they're transitioning to the Division II level. But kind of talk about how does that change your mindset? How does it affect it? Because I know with certain teams, with it not counting towards a conference, rankings or a conference record, it could kind of change the philosophy of how they approach the game. So how are you guys going to approach this?
Well, it doesn't change one thing for us, really for 2 reasons. One, trying to understand the whole NCAA Division III national tournament criteria is like trying to decipher the matrix. So, it's not a conference game, but it does have impact on the schedule. And it is going to be a secondary criteria for how the national committee will evaluate it, from what I understand. I've asked this question to multiple people, and everybody kind of says, well, it's not a conference game, but it does count. And so we don't want to go in there and use it as a practice game. And, it's going to be on the record anyway, so we don't want to not take it seriously and not prepare from that standpoint, and it ended up hurting us in the eyes of the committee, good or bad, whatever. So we want to make sure we handle that. And then the other thing is it's competition. Our goal, honestly, is it has always been about stepping on the court and letting people see Christ through the way we play. There would be no honor if we did not prepare and take this contest seriously. One, they're a very good program, but two, just anytime you step on the court and compete, you should do it. You should run the race to win. You should do it in a way that's going to be honorable and pleasing and honorable for the talents that God's given us. And so anyway, that's where we're at. We want to use those talents and giftings in the right way, and it's just another game that we've got to go down the same process of playing it and honoring the Lord. So, but they're talented. They're really talented, and they're bigger than anybody we've played all year. They've got a lot of big, strong, physical girls, and can beat anybody on any given night, and so it'll be a challenge.
Absolutely, and you're taking the trip also this Saturday to Arkansas, take on the Ozarks. Now, they're a surprising team this year because right now in conference play they are currently, I believe, 6-2 heading in. This is a team that's kind of going through a little bit of a transition, and it looks like they're trending upwards. So, how are you guys going to kind of prepare to take on this Ozarks team after seeing what they were last year and seeing now how they've kind of improved? How does that kind of change you guys' mindset?
Yeah, well, you're exactly right. They got a new coach. She was an assistant there, I believe, last year. They've got a new coach, and she's doing a fantastic job. You can just watch their team play and see the chemistry that they're playing with. You can look at the record and see how much more they're winning. And winning a lot of time has to do with talent, but a lot of time winning has to do with chemistry and buy-in and culture. And just the way they're playing, the stats they're putting up, and the wins they have shows that she stepped in there from day one and created a different culture that has got them all buying into what they're doing. So the trip to the Ozarks will be very difficult. Ozarks beat Tyler's women last night, and so that's a great win for them. But it's going to be tough. I mean, going up there is always a hard place to play. It's such a long trip. The gym is an old school gym, and so you're going to have to play well. I haven't watched them a whole lot because I kind of stay a game at a time, but I have watched them a touch, and looking at some stats and hearing the coaches talk, they shoot the ball extremely well. So we're going to have to play well to go up there and be successful.
Absolutely. And so with you guys, with conference kind of winding down a little bit, it's almost close to that time. I told you before the interview today, just kind of watching what you guys did last year on the documentaries and stuff like that. So has it kind of started to I know you like to take it as a game-by-game basis, as you said, but has it kind of started to dawn on you that, man, it's almost that conference tournament time again, almost another chance for us to make more history with this program? Have you thought about it a little bit?
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I'm not one of those guys. Like every coach wants their team and their program to take things game by game, but I'm not one of those robots. I can't be Belichick. We're just on to the next game. I can't do that. I'm a big picture guy. I really enjoy I enjoy the daily challenge. I enjoy the weekly challenge of preparing for two opponents, but I enjoy the challenge of thinking about conference tournament time. And I talked to our team about that a lot. To win a conference tournament, you have to win 3 games in 3 days, which means you're going to have to play at a high level 3 games in a row through soreness, through injuries, through fatigue, through, adversity if you're going to keep playing. And every team will hit adversity in the first day of the tournament. It's, are you going to overcome to get to the second day? And then you're going to hit it in the second day, and are you going to overcome to get to the third day to see if you can get to the national tournament and be the champion of your league? And so, absolutely, I love it. I like to talk to our team about the conference tournament, and we talk about the national tournament because I think it's hard to come in every single day and work and practice if there's no reminder of big picture. 1, you're playing for the Lord, and 2, the reward at the end of this, if you do what you're supposed to do, is cutting down nets and getting a Wartburg, Iowa experience and a UT Dallas experience like we did last year, where we beat 3 teams that were nationally ranked and on their home courts and all that kind of stuff in the national tournament. It was an amazing journey that none of us that were there last year, you included, will ever forget. And that is motivation, and there's nothing wrong with that. We don't want to be robots today. We're just every day show up, and this is fun. This is college. This is athletics, and if you can't be excited about the potential of playing in the postseason, then man, you're missing out.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think our kids are excited. I know our coaches are excited. I hope our fans are excited, and so it is winding down though. Man, it's gone fast, hasn't it?
Yeah. Yes, very fast. I feel like this year it's going by a little bit faster than last year. I felt like last year, as we were kind of living on the road a little bit, it was a little bit of a drag at some points of the season. But yeah, this season is going by very fast, and we look forward to seeing you guys again. And final question here as we wrap this up here. You have a reigning ASC East Player of the Week in Kendrick Clark. So kind of interesting looking at the makeup of your team. You guys are playing a little faster this year, playing a little bit more guard-oriented. So, and just looking at her talents and the way that she's been able to kind of buy into the program and fit seamlessly into the program, how has her effect helped this team this year to this point?
Well, Kendrick is a phenomenal player. She can do she has a lot of giftings on the court. You know, she shoots the ball well, and she's such a great defender, and she is very blessed with the talents that she has on that court. Thing it's unique and amazing about Kendrick, for anybody who knows her, she's one of the most quiet, gentle, unassuming, selfless people in the world. Kendrick is just a beautiful example of Christ, and to be as good of a player as she is, she has this humility about her that if you just walked up to her and met her in the library or in the cafeteria, you'd never know that she's what she is in terms of a player, because she's not going to tell you. And you know, and she's just, like I said, sweet and humble. But she's had a fantastic year and is just getting better and has done it in a whole new system and a whole new style and all that. And from day one, just hit the ground and run. And she's one of our most influential leaders on our team. I mean, she's really growing into confidence of just understanding that, you know, the best leaders are people that love Jesus. It's not, you don't have to be a big mouth, or you don't have to be a big personality or be the best player to do that. You just have to have a heart to love people the way Christ does. And but you know, we've got an amazing group of girls, as you know, and I think Kendrick would be the first to attest that a lot of her success on that court is a product of, you know, Kim Childress and Anna Moss and Caleb Ice and Sydney Saxton and Taylor Singleton and just all of our team, Valerie Matlock. I mean, people that make her job around her easier, you know, Amanda Wilson and Aaron Meeks. I mean, just it all works together for the benefit of his glory. And so, but you know, we've just got such an amazing group of girls this year that it's a lot of fun. And I've kind of wondered what the ASC is looking at a lot of times, because there's been times where we've had girls put up some amazing performances in a week and they haven't been honored and recognized by it yet. Yeah. And so, you know, but we don't do it for that. But it is nice for the kids when they get recognized, because you know, we've had a lot of really cool performances this year.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, and I think it shows to the selflessness of our team and the identity of our team. I mean, you know, Sydney Saxton and Kim Childress, you know, are two of the best players in the whole country. And, you know, they continue from last year, what they brought to our team last year to come to this year. They continue to just be the solid players, but their egos and their humility are just one that they're just about the team, you know. And so you can see Sydney come in every day and trying to grow as a woman and continues to get the ball to people and play good defense and lead the way she's equipped to lead. And Kim too, you know, I mean, Kim is a fantastic player, and to watch her and Sid and Aaron and Amanda and Kendrick and everybody just coexist together, there's just no egos, you know, and they just work so good together. And that's what makes championship teams, families, businesses, when you have a lot of talent that all sacrifices for the good of the team, you know, and that's what we have here. And so it makes it special. It really does.
Absolutely. And look forward to perhaps making another documentary down the road. Who knows? We'll see.
Lord willing. Okay, so I want to know, when are we going to get the women's basketball coaching staff challenge versus the SID crew on the 3-man role? We need to get this. We need to hype this up and get this to happen.
Absolutely. Hey, I'm ready. Anytime you want to go, I'm ready to go. I can get Steve and Kenny and the boys.
Okay.
We'll get together. We might have to practice a little bit.
Okay,
because
hey,
I
that's
feel
okay.
like I'm the only one that's athletic ready out of the bunch.
Uh-oh.
But we'll see. Absolutely. Always great to talk to you, Coach. And we look forward to seeing you guys, and we will be covering you, of course, every step of the way. And you can continue to keep up to date with ETBU Athletics on GoETBUTigers.com, or follow us at GoETBUTigers on social media. We'll be back with another coach on this YouTube channel. Thank you for supporting ETBU Athletics.